My name is Ruby. I'm one of the trainers here at Chelsea Piers Fitness, and today I'm going to show you the basics of how to do a deadlift. So if you are intimidated by weightlifting, strength training, lifting big, heavy barbells, deadlifts are for you. Deadlifts are for everybody. They're good for making your whole body stronger. It feels really great to pick something super heavy up off of the ground with your own body weight. If you don't want to get injured, then pay attention to the form that I cue today. Also, try to set up a session with a personal trainer who knows what they're doing so that they can watch your body and get you to really feel what you should be feeling. Deadlifting is great for bone density, for building strength, for making you more of a badass, and we're gonna do that today. So I love deadlifts. It uses so much of your body, and it's just a great feeling to be able to lift something really heavy off of the ground. We're gonna focus a lot on your core. We're gonna focus on your hamstrings and your glutes. So the way that we're gonna start the deadlift today is with just the bar. The bar is 45 pounds. We want to act as though it's really, really heavy. And we're going to start with the bar a little bit off of the ground. So the way that we're going to do that is take these. So let's do that on each side. You're just going to lift it up. You're going to pull it out. And then you're going to move it down to the bottom of the rack where this little keyhole, this little keyhole is. And that takes the bar about to the height where a plate would take it. So we're gonna take this bar, we're gonna put it right into that rack, and Raj, let's go. Okay. I'm gonna have you step up to that bar. You can just get the middle of your feet right underneath that bar. Great. Okay, stand up nice and tall, and I want you to think about a couple of things here. Can you bend your knees slightly and bring a little bit more weight into your heels? Take your 2 fingers on each side. Right here, we're gonna try to activate your core, not the 6-pack abs that you see right here, but your internal obliques right here, all right? So I'm gonna have you exhale as though you're blowing up a big balloon. Long exhale. And I want you to tell me if you feel that core muscle on each side engaging, all right? So let's exhale. Good, good. Can you engage your glutes at the same time? Keep your weight a little bit more in your heels. And keep that core engagement as you inhale through your nose and glide your hips back in space, grabbing onto the bar. All right. So Roger's choosing to do kind of an alternate grip here. Everyone has a different preference on grips. Let's show the hook grip. So this is one grip. This is probably the most popular grip here. And let's show your alternate grip. And that's an alternate grip. So find your preference. Once you get used to deadlifting, you'll figure out what you like. I'm gonna have you create some leverage here. So I'm gonna have you kind of pull the bar towards you and up, engage your lats. Imagine there's a piece of paper behind each armpit that you wanna kind of squeeze into place. And I'm gonna have you drive through your heels with an exhale to stand up, squeezing your glutes to bring your hips over your heels. You want to avoid bringing your hips so far forward that you do this, right? You just want to bring those hips over your heels. Do you still feel your abs? You still feel those internal obliques? Yeah. Let's do that again. You're going to inhale through your nose, keeping that core really strong. Glide your hips back in space, and you can actually step back away. Good, exactly, to create some space for you. Let's do 10 in a row. All right. Great. Keep a little bit more weight in your heels. Perfect. Awesome. Yep. 6. Let's bring your hips a little further back. We don't want it to turn into a squat. Keep going. Good. 1 more. All right, and let's bring it back. All right, just a couple things that I noticed there. I did notice that you're getting really low, almost like you were doing a squat. I would just want you to bring your knees a little farther back and your hips a little farther back, engaging your core. That doesn't mean that I want you to be here, but I don't want you to be in a squat. So let's just try to adjust there and strengthen your core. What do you say to adding a plate on each side? Let's do 10 kilograms. All right, so here we go. Right here. All right, and right here, there we go. All right, so I'm going to take this out of the rack for you, place it right in the middle, and I'm just gonna do it just like I would be doing a regular deadlift. all right? Stepping back, and I'm just gonna place it right there. And you can do that when you're deadlifting on your own. You can set up the weights on that rack so that you can easily slide those plates on and then bring it to the center of the rack. So Raj, let's go. And let's say, let's try another 10. How do you feel about that, all right? So stand up, let's do that setup.
And what are those cues again? Like
all right.
A little farther back?
Yeah, so a little further back, keep that core engaged because you don't want to throw your butt back without your core, right? You want to keep all of that really engaged.
You don't want to throw your butt back without engaging your
That's
core.
exactly right, yeah. All right, let's go. All right, so let's create that leverage there and then stand up with a nice big exhale, feeling that core engaged. Let's go a little slower to feel that movement a bit more. Good, squeezing those glutes, keeping your weight a little farther back and inhale on the way down. Much better. Good. Let's try not allowing your knees to go too far forwards. You can come forwards a little bit, but just not too much. Nice. So much better already. Now, do you feel those core muscles right here? Beautiful. Try to keep those engaged even as you're pulling those hips back when they're gonna really want to disengage. Good. Keep moving. Drive through your heels to stand up and squeeze your glutes the whole way until those hips are right over those heels. Let's just do a couple more. Great. This is looking so good. Let's put that down. High five. Amazing, how are you feeling?
I feel like I'm using good form.
Amazing, all right, let's add some weight. How do you feel about that?
Feel good, let's go.
All right, let's go up. We're using these round colored plates. These are bumper plates. You can also use the black plates over there. I prefer to use these for deadlifts because for one, they're round, so you can roll them around. If this becomes diagonal, then you can really easily adjust it and pull it into your body to create more leverage. They're also softer, so you shouldn't land with a hard landing. You shouldn't drop these weights, but if that were to happen, they would land softly, they might bounce a little bit. It's a little bit safer. Let's do about 5 with this. Okay, sweet. And then let's see how high we can go today. All right, same form, so think about a little more weight in your heels. Yeah, there we go. All right, exhale the whole way up, drive through your heels, and keep that core engaged the whole time. Make sure that you're not just reaching your hips back without the rest of your body. Good, 2 more. Drive down with those heels for me, squeeze those glutes, and try not to throw your chest back too far. There we go, that looked great. All right, high five, that looked amazing. Look at that. All right, let's add some more. How about another red plate on each side? How are you feeling? All right.
5 more?
5 more. 5 more. I have all the faith in you.
Thanks. I have all the faith in you. Really.
Good, create some leverage, create that core tension. All right, drive through your legs and squeeze your glutes just until your hips are over your heels. All right, that's 1. Inhale as you go back. Big exhale, long exhale. 2. Good, you got 3 more. Good, make sure you're able to breathe through the movement. 1 more. Great. You did it.
I'll take it.
How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Another thing to point out is you might see these bumper plates in the gym and think that they're pounds and think, oh, why can't I lift this? It's because they're kilograms. So 25 kilograms is more than 50 pounds. So don't feel bad. Feel good about that.
I think another good note is to say it's good to have an idea of what you want to deadlift. Like have a ballpark weight in mind to work up to.
Right.
Because this exercise is very, very mental and psychological. You got to get yourself fired
Absolutely,
up to pick up a big weight.
it is. Try not to lift for ego. So if you lifted 350 pounds last week and you felt really good about that, don't expect to lift that much weight this week. Everyone has fluctuations in how they're feeling mentally, physically, what they're able to do. So always start light and make sure that you're really feeling that sense of intrinsic awareness. What am I feeling in my body? When am I feeling it? What does it feel like? And what are my limits today? A lot of people have trouble unloading the plates, especially if one side is totally unloaded, and then you have this huge, massive amount of weight right here. How are you gonna get it off without just trying to muscle it up and pull it off? Here's a trick. You just grab the other side of the bar, you lift it up, and then you can just lift this out.
Nice.
Much easier. then from there, you can just grab one plate at a time and put them away. That's it. That's a deadlift. That's how you deadlift.
And it's good to have a buddy to deadlift with too. Bye.
Bye.